Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another Sunday story time. Last week we read a story that was called Good People Are Everywhere. And I asked you to maybe think of something good that you could do for one of your neighbors. I did something too. I'll tell you about it at the end of today's story. You know, as Christians, we are supposed to love one another as we love ourselves because we know that God is in all of us. And we know that when we're being good to others, that we're also being good to God. We also have to remember that all of the creatures on earth were put on earth by God. And we are called to take care of the little creatures. Today's story is about a little bird that has a broken wing. And sometimes what happens is people are in such a hurry that they're not paying attention to anything but their own schedule and their own worries. I like this book. It kind of helps remind us that we really need to be paying attention to other people and other creatures and do what we can if somebody needs our help. This is How to Heal a Broken Wing by Bob Graham. He is the author who wrote the words and the illustrator who did the pictures. I want to show you the first page. That poor little bird's falling. High above the city, no one heard the soft thud of feathers falling against the glass. No one saw the bird fall. See that? No one looked down. Except Will. Will saw a bird with a broken wing. And he took it home. A loose feather can't be put back. But a broken wing can sometimes heal. I like how his parents are helping too. They are really taking care of that little bird. So with rest and time, and a little hope, a bird may fly again. Looks like they put him in a box and took him back to where they found him. That was a good idea. Will opened his hands. Look, there he is. And with the beat of its wings, the bird was gone. Wasn't that nice? It would have been very easy for Will, and especially his busy parents, to say, we're not going to worry, it's just a little bird. But Will and his parents must have known that God wants us to take care of all the little creatures and each other. Last week we talked about thinking about something good we could do for a neighbor or friend. And one thing that I thought of was there's somebody at church, and she's a bit older. She's a little nervous about coming back to church just yet until maybe the virus goes away a little bit more. And she likes to talk and she gets lonely. And sometimes I feel like I'm so busy. I have things to do. And sometimes I go a little bit too long without calling her. And I know that she likes to have somebody to talk to. She just wants to talk about the books she might be reading and maybe the shows she's watching, just to have somebody to chat with. And so this week I made some time and made sure that I called her and had a nice long talk and was not in a hurry to get off the phone and listen to all of the things that she wanted to talk about. And I felt good about that. I'm going to think about something I can do this week too. I hope you will. Our story today reminds me of a passage in the Bible. It's in Matthew chapter 25, verse 37 through 40. It says, "The good people will answer, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and give you food? When did we see you thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you alone and away from home and invite you into our house? When did we see you without clothes and give you something to wear? And when did we see you sick or in prison and care for you?' Then the Lord will answer, 'I tell you the truth. Anything you did for any of my people here, you also did for me.'" Right? Love our neighbors as ourselves. We can do that. Think of something good you can do this week for somebody, and I'll think of something too. Have a wonderful week, friends. I look forward to seeing you back in church sometime, hopefully soon.